What's up, SBU? Welcome to week 2 of Yoga Basics. This is going to be part 1 of 2 for this week. And in this part 1 video, we're going to take all the poses we learned last week, turn them into one sequence. And in this video, we're going to go through that sequence very slowly the first time, and I'll be giving a little instruction on how to be perfect in the poses. And then the second and third time we go through the sequence, we're going to go faster. We're going to go one breath, one movement. A lot like we did at the end of the videos last week. So let's get started. We'll start off standing at the front of your space in mountain pose. Mountain pose looks like this. Your hands are up overhead, palms spiraled in to touch each other, big toes touching, heels about an inch apart. And while you're here, I want you to remember that whenever we're doing yoga, it's always better to breathe through your nose than through your mouth. So seal off your lips and try to keep all your breathing through your nose. And another thing I want you to pay attention to is your core. Try to pull your belly button back a little bit towards your spine. That activates all the muscles in your core and it keeps your spine stabilized and straight in the positions. So take a big breath in here, go a little taller. Exhale, forward fold. Dive your hands down towards the ground. We're going to breathe here for a few seconds. While we're here, remember, you don't want your legs locked out like mine are right now. You always want a micro bend in your knees. And it's okay to bend your knees more than that. What you're looking for here is a good stretch in your hamstrings, not a crazy stretch feeling in your lower back. This is a hamstring stretch, not really a lower back stretch. All right, now inhale, halfway lift. Shift your weight forwards towards your toes. Bring your hands to your shins and straighten and lengthen your back. Should be looking pretty much straight down towards the ground. Pretend like there's a string attached to the wall behind you and in front of you, pulling you, stretching your spine out nice and long. All right, one more big inhale. Exhale, high plank. Plant your hands, step your feet back like you're at the top of a push-up. Push away from the ground with all 10 fingers. Remember, keep pulling your belly button back towards your spine. Big breaths in through your nose and out through your nose. Now, you'll remember this from last week's Chaturanga. Remember, you could do this either in a modified push-up or a regular push-up. Here we go. Inhale, shift your weight forwards. You're doing the modified push-up, knees down. Exhale, low push-up. Hover just above the ground. A couple more seconds here. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Flip your feet, shine your chest through your arms. Keep your gaze straight ahead. Remember, only 4 points of contact here, my hands and the tops of my feet. One more big inhale here. Exhale, downward facing dog. Push your hips up and back. You want to have a nice flat back here. Legs as bent as they need to be to keep your back nice and flat. While we're here, just pedal out your heels a couple times. Find your breathing. Hopefully this position's a little bit easier than it was last week. All right, come to stillness. Inhale, lift your right leg high behind you. Exhale, low lunge. Step it right between your feet. Now hang out in this low lunge for a second. Make sure your front knee isn't in front of your toes here. Then we're gonna set up for Warrior 2. Inhale, Warrior 2. Pivot your back foot down. Cartwheel your arms open. Keep the bend in your front knee. Your whole body, your upper body and your legs should all be facing the same direction. And then you want your gaze to look over your front fingertips. Try to bend your knee a little bit more than you did last week. I'll be here for 3 or 4 more seconds. I know your legs might be sore, mine are a little bit. Now, inhale, shift forwards. Exhale, extended side angle. Pretend like your arms are the hands of a clock. Bring one down to 6 o'clock, one up to 12 o'clock. Lift your gaze up towards 12 o'clock. And use your core, your ab muscles, to keep your body up. You're not resting like this. You're using your core to stay up. Big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Slide your backhand down your back leg. Keep your front knee bent. Look up towards the sky. One more big inhale. Exhale. High to low plank. Cartwheel your hands down. Bring yourself to a low push-up. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here. Take big breaths in through your nose. Big breaths out through your nose. All right, getting ready to move again. Inhale, lift your left leg high behind you. Exhale, low lunge, step it right between your hands. Get strong in this position here. Check on your knee, make sure it's not in front of your front toes. Then inhale, warrior 2. Spiral your back foot down. Cartwheel your hands open. Keep the bend in your front knee. Open your chest up to the side, arms out nice and long. And then drop your gaze over your front fingers. Check in with your shoulders here. Make sure you're not shrugging up towards your ears. Keep your shoulders down nice and low. All right, a couple more seconds here. And inhale, shift forwards a little bit. Exhale, extended side angle. Like your arms are the hands of a clock. One's down at 6, one's up at 12. Big deep breaths. Keep your upper body lifted, not like this. You're not resting on your arm. Using your core muscles here. One more big inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Slide your backhand down your back leg. Keep your gaze lifted towards your hand, your top hand. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands down, high to low plank. Or push up, high to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look up towards your hands. Take a big breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Step up to meet your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose. All right, we went through it once. We're doing it 2 more times now. We're gonna go through it much faster. 1 breath, 1 movement. Big inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Step your hands back. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, right into it. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2, spiral open. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel your hands down. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right into it. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior 2, spiral open. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel your hands down. High to low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Whew. All right, remember, if at any point you're feeling really tired, you need to catch your breath, you can always come down to a tabletop position for some deep breaths and some rest. But if you can, stay up and downward facing dog. We'll take 3 more breaths here, then we'll run through it our last time. Inhale, look up towards your hands. Exhale, step up, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, roll yourself up. Exhale, forward fold, dive down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank. Inhale, shift forwards. Remember, you can always do a modified push-up here. Exhale, low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, here we go. Inhale, lift your right leg high behind you. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. High to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg now. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior two. Almost done. Come out, stay with me. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down. Chaturanga, high to low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, look up at your hands. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And inhale, roll yourself back up to standing. And that's it. Whew. All right, awesome work here, guys. Check out part 2. It's much slower paced, and you get to learn some new poses. I'll see you in the next video.